Hello. Who's the cutest? Who's the cutest baby? I know who the cutest baby is. And he's right in front of me. Aren't you the cutest baby? Oh. Let's see that tummy one more time. Nice. There we go. There's that tummy. Oh, how nice.
I think one of the greatest things about being with a cat is that you can actually get them to trust you. There's this wild animal living in your home, and they actually trust you to feed them, take care of them, and keep them safe. Trust needs to be established, and it can be damaged. We need to be careful with our pets. With Bobby, sometimes things have happened. Sometimes I've done things that make him feel unsafe, and you got to rebuild that trust after those things happen. And in the following segment, John will explain how we can do that and more.
Thanks, snuggle-buns. Oh. Boy, are you ever soft.
What kind of actions can a guardian take to increase a cat's trust?
Well, it starts out with the initial meeting has to be done properly. You have to introduce yourself to the cat so the cat will trust you, which means putting your finger out so they can sniff it and then you see what they do. They need to check you out. You need to work at the cat's pace. So once you've made the initial introduction and the cat seems to be drawn to you, does this kind of thing, rubs up against you, you know you're okay. The key thing is to let the cat know when the cat wants to be petted by doing just that. You don't want to, grab them, pick them up and, start petting them all over the place. And some cats like that, but a lot of cats don't. You have to figure out what the cat's boundaries are and work within those boundaries. Yeah. So if you start petting a cat the way they don't like, the trust is not going to happen.
What about if you've been with a cat for a little while and you feel like they still don't trust you?
Well, at that point, you still let them choose when you have the interactions and play. Like get them really working, like throw a ball around, interactive play, get that going. Play is bonding in itself, so that will help. Some cats just won't be able to trust you all the way because of something they've experienced in their lifetime or something that went through the genetic line.
And what kind of things damage your trust with your pet?
Petting them so if they're eating and you start petting them, or they're looking out the window at a bird, you start petting them. Interacting with them when they're busy.
Right.
They don't like that. Or walking around the corner and they're hiding there, just having a nice sleep and you startle them, and that will throw it off a bit. Incorrect play, like if you start with the toy and then you swing the toy into the cat is not going to like that, and over time that can cause some trust issues.
How do you keep yourself from stepping on your cat's feet or tail?
Well, it's a very good question because I still have that problem. It's focus.
Yeah.
It's staying focused all the time in your house, which is good for everything anyway. You stay focused in one area of life, you tend to focus in other areas of your life, and I kind of like to know mentally, where's my cat right now?
Yeah.
If I know he's wandering around here, I know, okay, I got to keep a closer eye on what he might be doing, right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
See, I got into the habit when I was a kid to just imagine the cat was always around me, regardless of whether they were or whether they weren't. And the other thing I did was I got into the habit of not picking my feet very high up off the floor. Mm-hmm. That also helped you feel them before you actually stepped on them.
Right, yeah. Another thing you can do with the trust is when you pet them and you rub their cheeks like this and under here and the top of the head, because that releases the friendly pheromone.
Right.
And if you do that on a regular basis, then the cat will associate the feelings from picking up the pheromones from your presence there.
Right. Right. So doing that on a regular basis, if you're already with them and you're trying to increase the trust,
Right.
that would be a good way. Sit down, bum down.
And the clicker training, again, train them to do things because cats like to learn, they like to work for things.
Yeah.
You know, it's all false that you can't train a cat. Cats love to be trained, but you got to pay them.
Can my cat catch a mouse even if he's been declawed? We'll answer these questions and more next week when we discuss hunting in the home.
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Don't miss an episode of BobCat's Playground. Help us change the world, one cat at a time.
If you saw our earlier episode on declawing, well, that's it. All right, well.
BobCat's Playground is produced by Edit Extreme. The opinions expressed are those of the participants and are not intended to replace professional advice. Find out more at editextreme.com.